Hey campers, Mark here. We're going to be doing a little bit of Fights in Tight Spaces. This game has quickly become one of my all-time favorite games like it. This sort of like, buy it once, play it card games, roguelike deck builder, sort of Slay the Spire-esque. If you have been following the show, you know that this past year, in 2023, we did what had become one of my favorite games of this genre, which was Wild Frost. At one point in one of the episodes, I also talked about playing a demo of Fights in Tight Spaces. So we're going to be talking about this on the show over the next couple of weeks, and I wanted to give you a quick little preview of what the game was like, a little bit of a tutorial. I played the heck out of this on a couple of 8-hour plane rides on my way back and forth to Africa over the past week on my Steam Deck. It plays amazing handheld on the Steam Deck. I'm sure it also plays really, really well on the Switch. Just want to give you a little bit of an idea. If you've noticed, I'm not in my normal recording space. The studio that I usually record in is owned by the church that I lead, and their equipment are all over the place right now, and so I'm not recording in that space. I'm just recording with a couple of pieces of equipment I have sitting here, and they're in my downstairs office space, and so the quality's a little different. I apologize for that. Hopefully I have the mixes and the volumes about right. It looks like they're about right. Hopefully you can hear me okay. And with that being said, thanks for stopping by. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you can know when myself or one of the other people at Camp Legend post a video here on our YouTube channel. And with all of that being said, let's go ahead and jump into Fights in Tight Spaces. So here's what you're going to see when you first log in, and I'm realizing now that my face is kind of over some of the settings for this. I apologize for that. Let's go ahead and actually mute our music here really quick and bring in the game volume so that you have an idea about what it sounds like. I'm actually going to go ahead and bring that down a little bit as well. Okay. Fights in Tight Spaces is exactly what I told you before. It is a roguelike deck building game in which you are going to be sort of like a super hot-esque, John Wick-esque type character. We're going to just start a new game. So when you come in, you're going to see on the left-hand side, I know my head's over it right now, but you'll see DLC, play, compendium, help, options, credits, and quit. There is a DLC that's open now called Weapon of Choice. I haven't really messed around with that yet. What we're going to do is just hit play. When you hit play, you can do the daily play or the endless challenge. I haven't done either of these and haven't really messed around with them yet. And of course, Weapon of Choice I don't own, but you can just start a new game here. And when you do this, you're going to have a bunch of different settings that you're able to go on. So Suave is a relaxed playthrough. It allows you to do rollbacks. So in a given round, you can make some decisions, and then after you see what's going to happen, you have the ability to roll that back and restart that turn. Classic Plus gives you 3 rollbacks instead of 5, and you can restart boards after you fail. So these kind of get rid of some of the roguelike-esque, yeah, you can run into a wall, but it's going to let you keep pushing through. I think this is actually really important for this game in particular because it is such a difficult game. In the classic mode, normal difficulty, but no resets, no rollbacks. This gives you a rollback here, but it's also going to be harder, and you will not as easily get movement cards, which are going to be really important. And of course, enemies are going to move first. Just you versus the world. Good luck. No hand assistance here. Enemies move first. No rollbacks. Nothing. This is just difficult. And then brutal. This is just going to be really, 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 really hard version of the game. So I have beaten a run the whole way through on Suave, but I haven't been able to do it in Classic or Classic Plus. There's also a deck draft mode. I have not messed around with that, but it seems interesting. We're not going to do it today. We're just going to play a Classic, which is a good bit harder than anything I've done in the past. But to give you an idea, you're going to get a chance to pick Agent 11 either with white hair or with the black hair, and all that this is really doing is just giving you it's just a different cosmetic look. You're going to get dropped into this room where you're going to get talked to. And then you're going to get to choose your deck. Now, when you start out, this deck here on the far left, which you can't see right now, is the only deck you're going to have available to you, which is the balanced deck. But you also, as you play, you will level up and it'll unlock new starter decks for you. I personally like Counter Striker a good bit. This is allowing you to play defensive cards that allow you to counter when you do get hit. Aggressive, really, I've had a really hard time playing with this one. Lots of damage in this one, but not many defensive capabilities. I beat the game with Slasher on one of my runs, and I really quite enjoyed Slasher. Let's just choose Balanced, and this is going to show you what cards are in your deck, and you can kind of take a look through all of the various cards that are in your deck, but very similar to what any other roguelike card game is going to be. Here we get Quick Block, right? Cost me 0 energy. You're going to start with 3 energy, which I think they call maybe momentum or adrenaline in this game. This is just going to give you 6 block, right? Just like you would in Slay the Spire, something going to get shield. This one costs you 1 of your momentum, but it's going to give you 10 block. This one's going to give you 8 block, but then you deal 10 damage back to incoming attackers. This one is going to cost 1. It's going to have a range. You can kind of see there that range of 1 to 1 along the right-hand side of the card. And then it's just going to deal 8 damage. This is going to cost nothing. 1 to 1 range, which is going to let you move somebody 1 space. You get the front kick. This is going to cost 1 energy, a range of 1 to 2. So you can kick a little bit further away with the front kick. You're going to deal 6 damage, but then you're going to push them 1 space back as well, and then move towards the target before attacking. So if you are a space away, you're going to move up to them as well. So this kind of gives you an idea about the type of cards that are going to be in your deck, but this is the deck you're going to start with when you play first is Balanced. Now, when you start off, you probably want to go through some of these essential trainings here on the far left. I know you can't see it right now, but it's a section 11 training. And then as you play, you're only going to have this one unlocked at first, which is the Biker Gang, which is basically a map of a series of events and fights you're going to go through facing against sort of a biker themed opponents. And then once you get done with that, you can make your way up. And so once you've unlocked a section, you can actually start there from the very beginning, but you're very unlikely to be able to beat it because with just your base deck, you're going to be pretty ill-equipped in terms of damage and defensive cards, and then just augmenting and upgrading your cards to be able to beat the higher level stuff. So I would pretty much always suggest you start with the Biker Gang. We're not going to get to any of these other ones today. We're just going to do some Biker Gang stuff, see how far we get. But the Insiders is inside of a prison system. The Jade Staff, you're playing against sort of like ninjas and samurais and such. The Completi, I don't really understand this one, but this is sort of like a, like a stylish, in vogue mob. And then the final one is facing against your former mentor, who is also a secret agent, who is a turncoat. And so this one is going to have the least amount of missions, also going to be by far the hardest. So let's just choose this one, the Death's Head Biker Gang. You're going to get a little bit of a debriefing. It is going to be the same each time, so you're not getting a lot of story and a lot of uniqueness. And after that, you're going to be shown this map, which is kind of give you an idea of where you're going to go throughout the course of a run, at least on this particular level. Kind of see here, we're going to start at the tattoo shop. The mission data will tell you on the right-hand side there, it is a fight. You're going to have to remove 3 targets. The targets are going to be weakened for this fight. And then your rewards are going to be money and a card. That money is only going to come to you if you complete additional sort of objectives for your particular mission. Each mission is going to give you objectives. As you see, each one of these are going to be fights, and they'll have different objectives with them. The gym is a place to upgrade your cards and buy new cards. Medical is a place to heal yourself. Events are going to be random things, and that's pretty much all that you're going to run into. These events, medicals, gyms, and fights. And we're trying to get to the pub. So with no further ado, let's just jump in. We're going to go for one here in the tattoo shop. Hopefully you guys will be able to see pretty clearly. I'm just kind of taking a look up at OBS, which is above me. I think it looks pretty good. You got a pretty good view of it. Okay, so you can kind of see here, you're going to be walked through a tutorial when you first start that kind of gives you an idea about how you want to do this. On the far left-hand side here, you can kind of see right behind my head, we have the 3 momentum and how many momentum we're going to have next round, how many cards are currently in our deck, and then our hand of cards here that we have to use. If your balanced deck, you're going to be giving an emergency move card that's going to let you move 2 tiles. As you play, you'll get told this. On the far left-hand side here, you really can't see it. It has my health total, which is 40 out of 40, and my combo meter, which is being built up over time. Your combo is built up. You get 1 point of combo with every action that you do that is an attack, and you lose 1 point of combo every space that you move, but you are going to want to move spaces pretty much every time. So we can kind of see, you can also kind of work your way around the map. I can't really remember on mouse and keyboard how I can actually spin the map. There is a way to actually spin the map so you can kind of see from different angles. I'm just trying to figure out how to do it, and I can't remember exactly how to do it. I've been using this on Steam Deck. So you're gonna just click your cards, say, okay, we wanna use front kick, or we could do front kick against this guy here. We're gonna advance to him and then kick him, and there we go. We kicked him into a wall, so our kick did 6 points of damage. But then we got an additional 4 points of damage because his back was against a wall. I can see here that this guy is attacking me. I have this red fist under me showing that when they get a chance to go, that I'm going to get hit because I'm in an attacked spot. And you can see all these other little red circles are threatened zones that are going to get attacked if I end my turn in them. And then this arrow over here is a zone that a new enemy is going to appear in. But this guy, this is a 4 damage. We can do an additional 4 with it as well because we would kick this guy into the wall. As you can see underneath his skull there, he does have 10 health. So let's just use this head smash. This does 12 damage, and then it depletes all of my combo, which I only have 1 combo right now, 1 point per depleted combo, and he has to be next to a wall. So let's head smash him here. You can see now we're no longer in a threatened space, so we're doing good, and we'll just block. And then we have no momentum left. We're not going to use our emergency move because we're not in a threatened square right now. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so now we have this combo finisher here, which requires me to have 3 combo points. So a big point of this game is figuring out how to use combo points really well, build up combo points throughout the game. Unfortunately, we can only quick strike here. So let's quick strike him and then give this guy the hammer fist as well. Now, unfortunately, we do not have 3 combo points. We only have 2 right now, so we can't actually use combo finisher, which would use up all of our combo points because we need 3 to be able to use it. We do have this push card here, so let's just push him away from us. That is going to level up our combo meter, but this is a range of 1 to 2, so this is perfect. So now we can use this. It says I'm going to advance towards him before attacking. It's going to do 8 plus 2 damage because it does plus 2 per combo point. So it's actually going to do 8 plus 6. So that's plenty enough to get rid of this guy. So we'll advance to him and knock him out with 14. And then go ahead and end our turn, keeping our emergency move. Here we have a long strike, which is interesting. We can also see how much damage this guy's going to do, 6. So this, we're going to use this card here, giving us 8 block. You can see the block showing up above our head here. And also that other little symbol above the block symbol is a counter symbol, meaning that I'm going to counter attack if I get attacked this turn. I'm going to long strike here, which is going to deal a quick 6. Let's quick block, just gain a little bit more block. We don't need to slip or dash. Those are both movement cards. So there we go. We absorbed his damage and then punched him back. And pretty easy 14 damage on the head smash here to knock our opponents out. There we go. So round 1. Hopefully I didn't go too quickly there. Kind of see what our score was. Now we did get a new card because we defeated the enemies and we completed the fight within 6 rounds, which means we got an extra $30 in cash here. So now it's going to give us a list of cards that we can grab, and one of these we can put in our deck, or we can skip and not take any. I'm going to go ahead and take this push. It doesn't cost me any momentum to use it. And it is momentum that it's called, and I can get someone away from me, which sometimes is the difference between life and death, if we're being honest. You have the choice. We can go into the jukebox bar or the bar here. This is 4 targets. This one I have to protect somebody in. Let's try that one because that's a little bit different. So in this case, I'm going to have sort of like an ally on the board, I believe. This guy in yellow is the ally. They'll try to knock him out and try to knock me out. See here, he's actually shooting at my ally, which we don't really want. So let's start by just pushing this guy out of the way. Now, I think he actually... okay, well, that's a perfect opportunity to kind of show you another interaction there. You saw this guy who pushed me as soon as I pushed him. It's because this guy has a special ability that allows him to act if somebody acts that's inside of his striking distance. So I got hit by him right away. So let's go ahead and kick him. He only gets to do it once, though, so we can now feel free to just strike him here. And let's counter as well, because he's going to attack us for 4 and push us into him, which means we're going to take 8, and this guy's going to take 4. He's shooting him for 10 here, which is not great, but we can't really do much about it. Oh, he came after me and attacked me as well. That wasn't great. I forgot this guy rushes at you. This guy's sitting only at 4 life, which is pretty great. So let's go ahead and kick him. We can dash up here. Block. Ooh, blocking there was a mistake. It used up all of our momentum, forcing us to emergency move. He did kill the guys. We didn't get a chance to protect him. So we're actually not going to get any extra money out of this, which is not great. Let's slip up a space. We'll take the push here, just to get 4 damage on him because he's up against a wall. We pushed him into that wall, and then let's just step over to the side. And with no reason to quick block because we're not even getting attacked here. So this is perfect. So now, this is probably one of the best parts of the game. Now, you can actually use combo finisher here and advance on him. And he is aiming at us, and he is going to attack. There's something really beneficial there for us. Unfortunately, we could just get rid of him here too. Let's just show you how this works. Let's just shift over to here. And now, because he was going to attack me, he will attack him instead. This is the way that you can kind of, and it feels very, I think it feels really cool. And it feels very thematic. You know, you always get kind of like the Kung Fu Masters or the John Wicks, right? That sort of deceptively get their opponents to attack each other. And I think that's really quite fun about this game. Now, unfortunately, I only have 1 movement, which kind of puts me in a weird scenario because it just means that I'm definitely getting attacked by this guy. So we're just going to move down here. We need 2 movement cards at one time, which we only have 1 step here, but we do have counter this time. He's hitting me for 6. So let's counter him. We can push him directly into this table behind him to deal 4 damage each time. And then we'll just long strike him for 6. Still not dead, still sitting on 11 health. This guy has a lot of health. Unfortunately, he does knock me back as well, which is not great for us. We can do this. Quick strike. And then let's quick kick as well. And there he is, unconscious. Nice. We didn't protect the ambassador. We didn't complete within 6 turns. We didn't get any of that extra money, which is kind of a bummer. And we lost a pretty decent chunk of our health. Currently sitting at 26 and a 40 health, which is not great. A shove is not bad. This lets us move them to the left or the right. I'd say it's not as good, but now here when you go to the gym, you can take one of the new cards, or you can use your money to upgrade one of your existing cards. In this case, let's just upgrade Quick Kick here. Okay, let's just upgrade Quick Kick, make it a little bit more powerful, and then we'll head into the next round. Okay, here we go. We're going to try to keep this video to about 25 minutes, guys. Just kind of see how long we get into it. This guy here is punching in a full circle like this. Anybody in his space is going to get hit by him. We want that to happen. We want that to happen a little bit here. So let's just see here. We have a front kick. Let's front kick him into the wall, get rid of some of his shield. And then let's actually just step backwards. And I guess we could have pushed him there too. So we probably missed a little bit of damage there. So he swings, hits everybody in range, which is great for us. This guy is shielding everybody for 4 every turn, which is not great. But once again, we're just going to punch here. We are going to use a long strike here, get rid of some of his shield. And then we're actually just going to dash right out of the space and let him punch both of those guys, knocking that one out for us, which is just beautiful. This guy does have 60 life. Now, one of the things that I didn't point out as we were getting into the game is you can kind of see should be a way to highlight the map. and I'm not actually seeing how to do it, so that's my bad. There's a way to highlight the map. I'm sure it would show you in settings, but I don't have any of those things coming up in the tutorials. If you see one of these rooms here, one of these like doorways that are open, you can actually kick people out of it, which is quite helpful. And if you kick people out of it, you just remove them from the game if you knock them out of the region, which is very good. So let's push him into here. I don't know that shove is the move here. I think we just get a quick one of these in. Unfortunately, we wanna get as much damage on him as we can here. And unfortunately, we're kind of at a spot where we could end up kind of trapped. So we need to be careful with that because he's definitely going to move into us this round and trap us. So we need to basically, oh, this is exactly what we needed, which is slip. It allows us to move. We're probably going to have to emergency move here. Just need to keep that in mind. Let's quick kick him against the wall. Let's front kick him. We have 2 momentum left. I think is good. We have 1 momentum left. We definitely want to counter. So let's move over here and then we will counter because this guy's going to shoot us for 10. And we want to be able to knock him out. There we go. So we did take a couple of points of damage there, but it wasn't too bad. This guy's sitting at 22 health, 25 health. He is getting punched. That's good. Let's just get a couple of pushes on him. These are free, easy ways to build up our momentum as we go. We'll quick block, and then, unfortunately, we're just going to have to shift back here. Let him get a punch in on him there. Probably something very similar will happen here, I would guess. Yep. Go ahead and hammer strike here. Block. Long strike. Fortunately, we can't head smash here, and we made a big mistake and did not actually get into a defensive position here. So we're going to take damage there, and then we're going to take a full 10 there. So we're at 14 health already. We didn't actually keep our momentum going there quite as well as we should have. And there we go. We did finish him off, but that one did not go so well. We did get within 8 turns, so that's good. Throw is a very good ability. Throws them on the ground, makes them incapable of doing anything for a turn, so we're going to take that. I think we need to go this way. I think we need to hit a medical place. Ooh, during a routine medical checkup, the agency doctor offers you new treatment. Remove a long-term injury or gain 10 health. It's just a random event. Let's gain the 10 health. Increase my maximum health by 4 and gaining 10 health on that one. That was great. This lets us go to the medical bay. 95. We could heal for 15 here or just gain 4. I think we're going to heal for 15. And then we are out of money enough to do any of these. So we don't have an injury to remove. So let's go to the jukebox bar. Okay, so you can see how this is highlighted in red, which means we can sort of kick people out of that, which might actually be pretty important here. Do we have a push? We do. So let's just show you how that works. So let's move here, okay? And then we're actually going to take our emergency move now. And let's just push him, right? Watch this. Whoop. And that removed an entire guy from the combat. We don't have to do that anymore, which is great. We can end the turn. These guys are going to attack each other because I got out from in between them, which is great for us. And then everyone's going to take a move near us. Beautiful. We can quick kick and front kick this guy. Let's go ahead and hammer fist him, and then let's quick kick him backwards. And then I think we're just going to dash. Try to get these guys kind of close to this region over here if we can. Fortunately, this guy will charge quite a distance to get to us. Puts us in a bit of a predicament here. Really can't do anything else here, so we're just going to end turn. Okay, that's great. That's real good for us. So we're going to throw this guy onto the ground. Now we can't attack him. That may have been a mistake. May have been a bit of a mistake. And this guy's going to move. Beautiful. So now what we need to do is get on the other side of this guy, which we can't really do. Just kick him back for now. Dash up to him. He only has 10 life. Fortunately, we're not going to be able to do 10 points of damage here. So let's just shove him back away from us. He's going to charge. Oh, he's not going to charge us here. Beautiful. I think Slit might be the play here. And then we'll quick kick him. Okay. We just have this guy to get rid of. And unfortunately, we don't have the ability to get near him right now. Ooh, this shift is not bad, though. Combo finisher might be better. To get a big chunk of damage in on him first. Let's just use that. Hit him with the combo finisher. There we go. Hitting him for like the full 20 damage there is pretty great. There, let's shift behind him. And I actually don't think pushing him away from us is such a good idea. I think we want him near us here. Let's go ahead and kick him away from us. We do have a counter here. He's hitting us for 10. We can counter for 8. We can move up and hammer fist him here. You know what? Let's do that. Let's move up and then let's shove him this direction. That was that shove instead of the push, which is very good for us. Here's the head smash. Once again, needs to have him near something. So we can push him, get him near something. Let's slip up. Need to be cautious of where we are. And then a nice head smash. Beautiful. And then let's throw him to the ground. Oh, it doesn't look like I can throw him to the ground. For some reason, I can't throw him to the ground. I wonder if he can't be knocked down. So attacks from afar, wielding tools, has attack target. Heavy cannot be downed. Okay, so he actually cannot be thrown to the ground, which puts us... luckily, we had enough armor to block him out there, but I missed that there. When you scroll over them, you can see all of their abilities. That stuff's pretty important. Okay, still not dead. Unfortunately, so we're just going to dash over here so we don't get hit by his torch here. Beautiful. Let's quick strike him. Front kick him. And then combo finish him. Nice. We got him. We got him, guys. Next page. We did not get the fight within 8 turns, but we are going to get a new upgraded card, which is great. This is move 2 tiles or deal 10 damage. This is separate. It's going to deal 8 to 2 different guys. Push enemies 1 tile in opposite directions and deal 8 damage. We're going to take that one. The ability to push is just nice. Let's go this way and read another event, kind of see what those are. You hear of a backstreet doctor offering surgically enhanced combat training. It could be a shortcut to some enhanced moves. Try out the doctor, lose 5 health, and gain a free card upgrade. Yeah, let's do that. So let's upgrade a card. Go ahead and upgrade. Got an upgrade our head smash here. Sure. Make it do a little bit more damage. We can do another event here. Let's do another event. Your suspect is escaping on a motorbike. Steal one yourself. Why not? How hard can it be? I like that they tell you right here 66% to add a random card, 33% to lose. Call the cops and hope so they can track him down. Let's just do that. He's long gone. Another lead lost. And then we'll go to the medical bay. Let's just take the healing while we're here. And then, yeah, that's great. That's great. And the last fight. Okay, the last fight in a range is always going to be a boss fight. All that you have to do is knock out the boss to be able to win. So in this case, it's this guy right here. One of the beautiful things is I do have these guys kind of aiming at me. And shove one of them. So let's go ahead and dash this direction. And let's quick kick him in the back. That might have been a mistake. Well, now we're going to have to emergency move. So we can push him. Get 4 damage on him. Let's push him again. And then we're actually going to shove him this direction, which is going to line both of them up to shoot at him. So that didn't end up being a bad turn. even if we had to use our emergency move, we'd get 24 points of damage on him, which is pretty sick. Okay, now we have we can actually combo finisher here. Let's do that. Let's grab our combo finisher. Just get 14 points of damage on the boss. Slip allows us to work our way around him. He might turn to face us. So he's going to turn to face us this time. Let's front kick him away from us. I think he is going to advance on us. He is. We have 8 armor. He's going to hit it for 16 here. So we're going to get hit for 8, but we are going to hit 10 back. And we are not in a bad position here. If we had the ability to kind of swap with him, that would be good. Let's kick him out of the way. Shift up to him. Let's throw him on the ground. And that's it. We knocked him out and finished the run. Very good. Okay, we ended up getting 20 health back, a new enhancement, and these are sort of like at the end, you'll get one of these special abilities. So reduce all incoming damage by 3, plus 2 damage to all attacks. We'll get an additional 5 money at the end of a fight for every enemy knocked out. Pretty good. A lot of extra money there at the bounty hunter. Let's just take strength for this run. We'll come back here. It'll tell us, hey, great job. And then it'll move us on to the next one, which in this case is going to be the security prison. We're going to head to the insiders. Of course, you would start advancing your way through this. You do this through 4 or 5 of them, and pretty soon you've finished the entire game, which is quite cool, and really gets progressively harder and easier to make substantial mistakes. Let's go back to the intro screen here. Let's mute up our game. We'll bring our music back in. I'm not going to give you my final thoughts on the game right now. Just wanted to give you a little intro, show you a little bit of gameplay, give you an idea about what the gameplay is like. If it looks interesting to you, if you like card games, I think you'll find this game really interesting. It itches the brain in a pretty unique way. That's something that I've really quite enjoyed about the game. I think that it is longer than a lot of other roguelike card games. I feel like it's not just something I can sit down and play for 2 or 3 minutes. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. It is one that I got to sit down for at least, it seems like a half hour, 40 minutes to be able to get a run in. As you're learning the game, your runs will go longer. It'll take you longer. It's very common. I've been playing Hades a lot recently on the Steam Deck. And even in that game, you know, at first, okay, 5 minutes for a run. Now it's more of like a 30-minute time commitment because I'm getting better at the game and I'm slowly getting more powerful. You'll have that very similar experience with this game. In fact, it's really been my only complaint about it is if you don't have a sizable chunk of time, it's hard to commit to it. It's easy to forget what your cards are like. I think the aesthetic of the game is fantastic. We'll talk about that on the show. That being said, it is basic and it's a little bit bland. Sometimes it's hard to remember what cards do what, and it's pretty overwhelming when you first get into the game to be able to remember what cards do what. All of that being said, it's been a really fun game to learn, and I feel like I've picked it up pretty quickly. Even with all of that, I feel like I've picked it up pretty quickly. I think you'll really enjoy this game. If you haven't checked it out yet, look it up on Steam, Fights in Tight Spaces. Be sure to check it out. Let us know what you think about it in the Discord description of that, or link to that. Should be in the description of this video. Thank you guys for hanging out. Be sure to check out our podcast starter set. Look it up on the internet. We are reviewing, I think, 10 or 11 card games over the course of 2024. And we have 11 card games that we played and reviewed in 2023. So if you're looking for a new card game, chances are we might have played something that you'll like. And so go check that out. Everything from games like Marvel Snap and Hearthstone up through some more obscure and smaller games like Duelist or even DC Dual Force in a game like this a lot of people aren't aware of. So make sure that you check it out. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully the quality was good enough for you. And check out some of the other videos here on our YouTube channel. That's going to do it, campers. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Peace out.